Okay. It is now November. I know that screen protector has to be changed there. I'm going to go for a D brand. And they still sell them. This is a Pebble time. It's November 2017, which means there was supposed to be some special cutoff day on January 1, 2018, but they've already shifted most of the cloud services and apps that depend on cloud services to your phone. Actually, is where your cloud will be, and if the app can't do that, then it's history. The vast majority of apps will work that way very, very well. So your phone is pulling in weather data, and it would appear here, except it doesn't appear here right now. If you just press the button and you go to where you live or where you're staying, and there you go. There's the weather. It came from a cloud, talking about clouds. So you watch faces, and it appear with the weather there, and it will. It does it its own way. What is it? Wait a minute. I want to see. What's the? Yeah, 100%. It's charged 100%. There it is. There the weather popped up, 59 degrees. I don't even think that's using the same cloud. Anyways, I use a Star Trek watch face. There are many others. So long as you download all the ones you like to your phone, just to be sure, you'll have them. But the app that is of most importance is, of course, the store. And I don't know how long they're going to keep that running. But I have a feeling that the developers who made their apps will very likely present their version of the store, and you'll be able to get on your stuff. And I have a lot of different fun. I can't show you Drunko Clock because it's naughty. It curses at you. It swears at you. Up for Pebble. I mean, Pebble outlasted Up pretty much. They make fitness stuff and everything. And that didn't work out very well. They're beautiful paid watch faces I have on here. But some are more fun than others. That's coming from my phone. Yeah. And so what you're getting is your phone is the cloud now for your Pebble at this point. And I can't see any big difference happening in January. Yeah, this is an app that actually draws the face, draws the time and other things onto the watch face. I hate that this screen protector here has kind of caved in, but I've had a rough week and it got kind of banged up. I'll get another one. I want to go to D brand anyway. This one it didn't beautiful, but it just didn't hold up as well. They still make lots of beautiful skins for Pebble and as well as new watch straps and different things, smart straps, all kinds of things. So the Pebble store is the only thing you would be concerned. Oh yeah, that's a flashlight, by the way. Yeah, you can see it better in the dark. Okay, now stop that. There you go. Okay, well, I'm going to put my Star Trek thing back on here. These are Pebble, of course, has its hard buttons. That way I know during the night, nothing's going to disturb my sleep if I have hard buttons. The Omega watch is just incredible. 007 edition. Anyway, here's my favorite one. This is the one I go to. It's a very, very popular one. The apps on this particular phone are fantastic, and you really have no worry about the cloud on almost all of them. You might want to write down in your other fitness apps what you see here. Not the officials one. This is Sleep is Android. This is really essential, because I think the Pebble, there is the My Band can do it now with a little creativity and using various apps to support the main app. You can use a My Band and get this kind of battery life. But this is just, I'm not going to press it, because if I press it, it'll start my sleep, which I should be doing, but I'm not. I got a lot of different steps app, because they're for workouts. They're not counting steps all day. They're for particular workouts. You count your steps, or you count your, another one counts your distance that you walked. So it doesn't care if you took long steps or short steps to get there. And we have ones for grocery lists, news headlines, which is picking up from your phone. This is to replace Evernote, which pulled out in a reasonable amount of time. This is one of my favorites when I'm nervous. I breathe for a minute, slowly, and it guides your breathing. It's way better on a watch than on a phone. I'm sure Android Wear or whatever, an Apple Watch has something like this. I don't know. I don't have one of those. Yeah, now it tells you. Okay. Chill for a second. And exhale. And it goes on like that. I'm going to stop it, because we don't have time to fool with that. Anyway, but it's really helpful when you're nervous. I have this one which picks up data from my FitnessPal to show how you're doing during the day. I didn't use it today, but I didn't log today. But it's just pulling data out of your MyFitnessPal, and if I had used it today, it would show you, which food and so forth. But it's not going to a cloud to get it. It's just going to your phone. Running assistant. There's so many here. Kiesel Health can replace Pebble Health if you want. It's pretty much the same thing, but I paid for it and it doesn't do much. It's not that interesting. Running assistant. And it will guide you into becoming a better runner. I run inside on a rebounder, so it's not really going to affect me much. But, if you want to be in a 5K, you can use this to train for it. Pretty good. It still helps you, even if you're using an indoor treadmill or rebounder to run. Now this is great. Stopwatch. Oh. And these apps, well, that's one from long ago, and gives you your pace. I only did it for 5 minutes, so 3 minutes and 45 seconds, per mile. That's pretty cool if you were actually doing this for more than about 5 minutes and 18 seconds. That's the time. What am I doing up? Oh my goodness. But yeah, it'll give you distance, right? I don't know. It lost that at this point, but once you're running, when you're using this actively, everything is there. I really love that one. And you can fill in your fitness apps with the data. You log the data in there. You can also post a picture of your pebbles so they know what you're doing. Now this torch is just I showed it to you before. It's just to give you light at night. pacekeeper. It's like a metronome. I have a metronome and I have a pacekeeper, and it vibrates at a certain speed, and well, you can see it. Yeah, it'll vibrate at 100 or however fast a pace you want to go. Pretty good. You know? It keeps you moving, running. Flip count. Oh, this is a thing that's good for testing the accelerometer. At a certain point, you do have to kind of reboot a Pebble, much less than in the past. I rebooted it the other day for I don't know. I didn't know why something didn't work, and it was because me, turned the Bluetooth off accidentally. I didn't get my Sleepy's Android, but oops. Okay, let's go back here. This is hygiene check. What the heck is that? I don't even remember. But all this stuff is available, and it's really neat. Hello? Okay, so some of them aren't going to last long. There are a few that will go by the wayside. I don't know what the heck that is or was. Anyway, that's weird. I have it on the bottom. It was like the last thing I added. I have no idea why. Pacekeeper, so cool. Yeah, and there's a metronome somewhere. I don't know where it is right now, but so the apps that I really want. This one is to relax. Others is to keep your information, and the others find out news. You can have various Twitter type app, Twitter connectors to check your Twitter feed. You get something for the supermarket, and then this is steps for a running session or a walking session or a jumping session or whatever you want, and you start it going. Yeah. Okay, I can't do that yet. I'm trying to pretend to run here. Okay, that's enough. But it will give you a pace, is it per mile or half mile? Not sure. Yeah, okay, so it's ready to go. That's one of the best ones. I love that. It's a step stopwatch. It doesn't ask you stride length, so that's kind of a problem. But what it does is as you saw, I was able to fake it by moving my shoulders back and forth. And normally people don't do that, unless you've got some kind of condition. No offense. But I have alarms. So even if you messed up with your various alarms on your phone, these alarms are on the Pebble strictly, and it goes by the time, and they will wake you up if the other ones don't. And there's some really cool ones. It's like Reveille and everything on the alarm. So I want to get a red one, and with a new strap with a rose gold buckle. This is kind of my workhorse one. I want to get a new one. Also, the battery is a concern. It can be changed. There's no doubt about that. I've seen them do it on YouTube. You can definitely change the battery. Get in here, open it up, get the right battery, put it in. If you know what you're doing with a watch, especially a smartwatch, and you got a brand new situation. It does not open to put a coin cell battery in there, because this battery lasts a really long time. Oh yeah, that was the Doritos. Yeah, get that scrubbed up in the morning in the shower. Anyway, yeah, I am not afraid of this Pebble becoming extinct at the stroke of midnight on January 1, 2018. Because most of all of this is reliant on my phone, which is connected to various clouds. So even if the app needs a cloud to some extent, they're on your phone. And if it's connected to your phone via Bluetooth, or something happened the other night to the Bluetooth, there's a little, there is a Bluetooth symbol here. You can see it's, yeah, see there your Bluetooth is working. And it's got some steps already from, so I'm really up too late. It's got the date. It's got we're in quiet time. It's 100% charged, and it's 2 hours and 43 minutes into the night. And I have the Borg theme from, this is Star Trek L-Car's theme, and I have the Borg theme. It's new. Developers are upgrading their apps to have new cool stuff in the past few months. So they're not afraid. And then there's the Rebel crew who will support this, even if everything else doesn't. But it's going to be okay. I know at some point Fitbit's going to say, we don't need to bother about the store anymore, But I'm not sure that's going to happen right away because they have problems of their own. They don't need any bad publicity saying that they're evil or whatever. I expected their watch to incorporate more Pebble features, but oh well. It still wouldn't be a Pebble unless they specifically made a Pebble time too, and called it, I don't know, what would you call it other than a Pebble? Just give it a different name, graphite or something, or granite or something. Anyway, and you could do it differently. There's lots of things they could do. Whoops. Okay, don't do that. Yeah, and you have your. So I have no. The settings are. There's no expiration. Yeah, there's Pebble Health, and well, that's from today. So, nothing to do about that. Oh, put that in there. Okay. You touch the top button. Touch the top button to get Pebble Health. And you go up, and it says I got no sleep, but I actually did during the day. So I was really exhausted. But there was nothing at night. 5 hours. Well, it's 2 in the morning, so 2:43 in the morning, almost 30. So anyway, so I am not gonna run out and get some weird new watch that I don't like. It's not gonna work with the software that's most important to me, which is really sleep as Android. This watch does it better than any other. I mean, some people are using my band. I had some battery issues with that, with the main app on the phone. It just drained my battery on my. It was another phone, but I'm just not anxious to use that. I will if I could. So I'm going to get myself a new screen protector for this one particularly. My D-brand skin, because it all came off anyway. The rest of this was supposed to be a full body skin, and it all came off. So, these are common sense. It's still nice carbon fiber, but it's, it's frazzled. Slick wraps. I mean, gotta tell the truth. It kind of came off on the sides. If you're thinking of getting the best smartwatch there is for whatever money, you need to consider the Pebble 2, Pebble Time, Pebble Round 14-inch, which is great for when we ladies like to go out at night. It's clearly a lady's watch. They have one with a bigger strap that differentiates which round is guys and which round is gals. There are just so many Pebble watches. You know, there's the Pebble Steel, the Pebble Time Steel. Awesome looking watch, but it's basically for guys. The Pebble Time, I just have a plain old Pebble Time. Not an original Pebble, but plain old Pebble Time. 30 meters of water resistance. I don't like to get it wet. I would tell you, go ahead and if you really want the best smartwatch that's going to do what you want it to do, and it can do a lot of cute tricks that really fun. I'm sure Android Wear has this as well. Not Drunko clock. That's a Rolex. Let's go to the other one. The Omega. Omega, whatever. Look at that. And it's the 007 edition. Omega. So you get a brand new screen protector and a brand new skin and even the strap, and you can make that look really cool. But I don't really like watches that are not digital. It doesn't have the digital display. It has just the round display. Sorry about that. The Doritos there. Up too late at night. Oh, wait, I gotta get my watch face back. I mean, you get to the point where it's just so natural to do all these pebbly things. Oops, we don't want any names. That was a big mistake. Now I gotta edit the thing, shoot. Oh, and I got a lot of paid watch faces here that I know will be here. But Trek V3. Okay. I can even edit it, or I can blur it, or something. I just wanted to upload it. Anyway, do not fear. That's my opinion. Do not fear. Get yourself the best smartwatch that ever was. One of the very first smartwatches. Oh, and by the way, if you've had a busy week and it might have gotten dirty a little bit, just pop off the strap, clean the watch, pop it back on. You don't have to dump the watch in water to clean it, okay? I wouldn't recommend that you purposely get this thing wet unless you're a swimmer and you've got the new Pebble 2 for sports. I value this thing. Okay, well, till next time, I just wanted to weigh in on the Pebble Time, very close to the end of 2017. And I recommend, since they've made these changes to secure your phone, to future-proof your phone, I would say now would be a really good time to get it before Christmas. Configure it, set it up, and then, then wrap it up on Christmas Eve and put it out and have fun or whatever. And Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and New Year's and whatever your favorite holiday is. I don't know. I'm not particular about that. I like them all. Holidays are great. This is just the best smartwatch there is. People say, "Oh, it looks like a kid's watch. I don't want that," especially guys. I'm like, yes, you do, because it's the best. And second of all, you can replace the strap with a real tough guy man strap. And they have so many. You get a skin, you get a tough guy man skin, and a watch face, and you're rolling. And don't get the white, get a black one. All of a sudden, it is not a kid's watch, let alone a girly watch. One guy said, "Is it girly?" Well, for me it is, but it doesn't have to be for you. It's the great thing about these things. I like the big bezel because I can play with it. I can make it look like anything I want. So I really do love my Pebble. Time is coming. See what happens. But, usually buy your Christmas gifts before Christmas. But what I would do is I would definitely open up the box and look inside. Make sure it really is new. That's a very important thing. Make sure it went down to 90. Gotta charge that again for a few minutes. It's not really 90. It could be like 98. And it's still gonna say 90 because it goes in increments of 10. So it's well charged. I know it's getting nasty looking at that finger. Okay, so I would suggest, my opinion is to get the best. Don't settle for a watch. It's only going to give you trouble. If you don't use the watch to sleep with, that sounds weird, but, okay, I can understand you getting a big, heavy, fancy Android Wear thing or Apple Watch or one of those. Fitness strap. Fitbit bought them. They haven't been doing much with them. They have a watch as well. I would recommend this one. You can't go wrong. It's the best. And they've already future-proofed it. That's done, and nothing's going to change at midnight. Except that I'll probably have a new red one with a strap with a rose gold buckle and a rose gold skin over here. So it will look beautiful. Truly beautiful. Yeah. Or I could get a Pebble Time round, but it's very expensive. Yeah, those are expensive. The price has not gone down, really. Briefly did, and then it went back up. So people are still buying Pebbles. You should be one of them, I think. If you want the best smartwatch, this is the one. Good night.